and grow, guys. So we're going to be planting some more trees. Yes, trees. I know. I said I wouldn't plant any more trees until I, decide what I was going to do. But I have to have these in my life. I'm more so on my fruit this year than vegetables. I do have vegetables growing, but I'm more so paying attention to my fruit this year. I want fruit production, guys. Fruit production. So yes, the girl went out and got another type of grape, and this is a muscadine. These are morely so grown like in the southern regions and Florida, Virginia, South Carolina, those areas. But I was lucky to find one in my local tractor supply store. So this is a muscadine grape. Number 2, and it was $14.99, guys. I was excited to find this muscadine grape. So this will be planted in my other grapes, so it can travel over the other side of the arch. So I'm really excited for this muscadine. So we got to do a lot of, as you guys can see inside there. And it feels like the roots are already right here. These are the roots. So I'm definitely going to be planting this today. I know, guys. I know. What can you do? I did buy some banana peppers. They came with like 3 in the pack, so I was excited for that. I was excited to find the 3. Because it seems like the growers are just making sure that there's only 1 in the container. Okay, they are making sure there's 1 in the container. So it's like you better, if you can find more than 1, if you can find more than 1 in the container, you better get it. So I looked up on that. My Starbucks cup. Friendly workers are out. I see them moving around. Okay, guys. And then I picked up this now. I almost cried when I seen this plant because I've been looking for this plant, wanting to buy this tree for the longest time. Not plant tree. I went to buy this tree for the longest time. I could never find it. It's always sold out. Guys, do you know what this is? It's a kumquat. And I wanted a kumquat tree for so long. I wanted the one that you could eat the peel and the fruits itself. And this is the one. I'm so excited. This is by Van Zitzer something. I can't even really pronounce it. I don't know if you guys can see it, if you can see that name right here. It's by the company. Excuse me. And this is also by Tractor Supply. I got this from Tractor Supply. I'm really excited for this kumquat tree, guys. I was so happy to see it. This was the last one, and it was like it was hidden, like they stuck it all the way in the back. They didn't want nobody to find it. But I found it, and I'm happy I did. Kumquat, guys. So these containers is lovely. Yeah, of course I'm going to be taking these out of these containers. These are the containers for something else, like maybe my pine cone plants or something like that, echinacea or something. Who knows? But I will be using these containers for something else and not for these. But excited for this kumquat. That's what she looks like. All right. And then, guys, I know this is the last tree. I'm hoping this would be the last tree that I buy for a while. So this one it's like a 3-in-1 tree, and it has lemon, limes, and orange on it, like a fruit cocktail tree or whatever they want to call it. They call it a specialty tree. So this one has thorns on it, as do the kumquat has thorns on it. So I'm excited to see the thorns. That means they're grown from seed itself. So I was excited. But my whole thing is with this one, if this is supposed to be like a 3-in-1 tree, I don't see any grafting or anything. So I'm really curious on how this is going to grow. The tag says key lime. So I'm wondering if it's just going to be I'm sorry guys, you didn't even get to see that. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a key lime tree, or because it has these fruits, because the other ones had like just lime, one orange, or lemon. but this one has 3. So I'm just hoping that this one carries over for 3. Because I'm really excited for this tree also. Really, really, really excited for this tree, okay? Even if it doesn't give me oranges or lemons, and it just gives me limes, that's what I need because I have orange and lemon trees. So, and I don't have a lime one, so that would be awesome. But if it grows to 3 different varieties, I'm excited. And these were $26.99. And my, I showed you guys this. My muscadines, $14.99. These were originally $29.99, but Tractor Supply had them for $14.99. I'm excited. I'm ready to start getting my hand in some dirt. So let's go put these babies in the ground. Let go. All right, guys. So we're gonna grow the muscadine. We're gonna put it in here. We're just going to move the lettuce. We're gonna put the lettuce somewhere else in here, else in the garden. So I'm going to remove my lettuce so I can put my muscadine on this side so I can trellis up on this side. As you guys can see, I do have my green grapes on this side of the trellis going up that way. And then I pulled it towards the middle as much as I can just to fill it out. But now that I have these muscadines, guys, we're just going to move that over. And we're going to put the muscadines over here and then let it trellis up there. All right, guys? Just making sure everything's tight. Be very gentle when you're pulling out your food. Feels like this sucker already grown in the ground. But we're gonna get her out. Nice and gentle. And that's what she looks like. Let's see what So you always want to get your hands in the dirt, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful lettuce. Gorgeous. Just absolutely beautiful. Always get your hands in the dirt. You never know. So we're just going to move her here. Put her in this container. Okay, so now she's safe and secure. So we're just going to put a hole right back here. Just so we can get our muscadines in. Hey guys. There's muscadines in there. Yep. These muscadines. I was excited to see these muscadines, guys. Y'all don't even know. I was excited. I kept saying, what's the big deal of these muscadines down south? Like, what's going on? What am I missing? You know, I really want to know what I was missing. Like, because you guys, muscadines down south. So I was happy to see that they were here. So we're going to place, this is why I bring a fork out too, because these earworms, these are no good. Look at that. Let's see if you guys can see them. Can you see them in there? See them? No good. He has to be tossed out. So, and I do have my clips, so I can make sure it's clipped there. I'm just going to take off these tape for plants. It's really hard. Okay, let's get that one off. And they have some here. You can also buy this tape for plants also in your local stores. This one has, let's see, okay, it has my name on it, name tag on it. So I'm going to release this tag and pull it down some more. You can also buy these tags too, guys. If you need to buy these type of tags, you can buy these also on Amazon. There's bees in here fighting. I don't know what they're fighting over because there's plenty of food in here. Whoa, there's plenty of food in here. There's plenty of food. So let me take the bamboo stick out. And I love when stores give you these. I love these because you can use these for anything else besides just your plants. All right, so It looks like we have 3 canes here. And because I just got this, I'm going to keep all 3 of these canes. I'm going to keep all 3 of these canes, but eventually I'm going to cut this middle one out, and I'm going to keep this one here and this one here. These are the strongest ones, but for now I'm going to keep all 3 of them. This winter when I do prune, I'm going to be pruning this one in the middle out. All right. Okay. So this is a purple muscadine. I'm not sure if muscadines come any other color, but this one's a dark purple color. Let's see what we get. So, let me show you guys what it looks like. Okay. So, there's all the roots and things. So we're just gonna muscle these roots a little bit. And for me, I like to get them as close as possible to the edges here, so you can have them trellis up. That's still too much dirt, not dug out yet. So we're just gonna pull her out, put her back on our pot, and dig some more dirt. Get that dirt. And I love the fact that they put sand in these inside the soil. The sand helps with drainage. So yeah, why not, right? In here, look at those roots. I see those roots, all those roots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it this way. Awesome. And then we're just gonna a little bit dirt back over, push down really good. Okay. Push it. Really good. Really, really, really good. Okay. And also, since it's a new baby, you want to make sure that this middle part stays clean inside, all right? Make sure the middle part stays clean. Just push my dirt back down. Push her back down. All right. There we go. Nice. And now that she's pushed down in there, so that's good. And what I'm going to do is just, let me put the tag back on first at the bottom. So don't forget the tag. All right, and don't worry. This tag is going to, there we go. It's going to grow. All right. Now with this one here, I'm just gonna I'm gonna tag it over here. So we're gonna use some of these clips that I bought from the Dollar Tree to make that happen. If you can find these, get them. They're well worth it. They're $1.25 for 20. You get 2 different sizes in here. I don't know if it's 2 different sizes or 3, but you get different sizes in there. All right, so what I want to do is just clip this to the edge, like so. I think I'm gonna take one more clip. Smaller clip. So they have the big clips, I'll show you the size. Just in case you haven't seen them yet. There's a big size there. And that's a small size there. So you get 2 different sizes in here together. So you guys can see the difference. I just want to trellis it. Make sure it's staying on here. Let's see, in between the nodes. Okay. That'll be fine. I'm going to check out the bigger one. In between the nodes. Yeah, see, that's going to slide. You don't want it to slide. Don't want it to slide. So, all right, guys. So we're going to repot this kumquat and this 3-in-1 plant. We're going to repot it in these here. These came from the Dollar Tree. These cans here. As you see, the holes are way too big for to put dirt without it falling out. So I put one of these plastic bags in it, and I'm gonna poke holes in those after I fill it with the compost that's over there, right? So this is a good thing about gardening. Save all that stuff, let it compost down. Excuse me. It's been composted for 2 years. I've been just building it up every time I go to prune something or do anything in the garden that needs to come out of the garden. I put it in the compost. As you guys can see, look at that mint. That mint is just crazy, all right? So I'm going to be sending my sister some mint so she don't have to buy mint or save seeds or buy seeds, because, I mean, you know, once mint grows, it grows. So I'm going to be taking some of the soil out where the shovel is. I made sure there was no mint over there. And we're going to place them in here. And then we're going to plant our new babies. All right, guys? So let's walk over here. Let's take one of these Dollar Tree cans. I'm just going around here. So this is my compost bin, guys, as you can see it. Some of this stuff needs to come out that's not going to decay. As you can see over there, I pulled some of this stuff out. That's not going to decay, so it's just going to go in the trash. And then it's just luscious mint here, once I said. And there's some more mint over there. And I do have to pull some more of these things out of here because they're not going to decay. So I just let whatever was on here decay off of there. And the rest will keep, all right? So this is just beautiful. Just look at this lusciousness. This lusciousness of soil, guys. Compost. It's been composting for 2 years. All right? So we're just going to put some, look at that. Compost. Compost, my own compost. And we're just going to use it and put it right in here. Now it looks like there is a tomato growing in there. Can you guys see that? Look at that tomato. Okay. Oh, look at there. I have worms. Oh, wow. Look at that worm. Already. See that? This is what compost do for you guys. Oh, I got 2 worms in there. 2 worms in there. So I'm excited. So this is what compost do for you guys. It gives you that. Oh, what? Look at that. Another worm. Another worm. We're just going to take that thick piece of branch out and toss it over there because we're going to toss it out. Guys, I'm telling you, this is the best thing to slice bread, okay? More worms. Look at that. I don't mind all the worms in there. More worms. See that? As I'm pulling out, there's worms in there. I mean, it's just wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we're going to put about, look at that, more worms hanging off the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put about that much soil in it for now because we want to be able to put our plant in there. So let's go around. And look how beautiful that green stalk is holding up. Gorgeous. Look at all that mint growing, guys. The ones that are leaning over are the ones I just put in, so I'm going to have to water. But they'll grow. Believe me, you guys, if you know mint, you know mint. All right, so let's put this over here. There we go. We got some beautiful compost. We got these beautiful worms in there. Just this beautifulness. All right, so now we're going to take our kumquat and we're going to put it in there. We got beautiful compost, guys. This is what you can get when you compost, all right? Beautiful lusciousness. You've seen all the worms in there. So like I said, we're going to fill about there, and we're going to just make a little trench in there, just a little trench. So we put our root down. As you guys can see how I put the hole in there. Okay. The worms are fine. They're loving it. They're loving it. Alright, so we're going to take our kumquat that we got from Tractor Supply. Tractor and Supply. This is the kumquat. Okay, so we're going to take her out of here without damaging her. That's just the tag. We'll probably put the tag in too, who knows. Just to be bougie. Alright, so Comes in this container, and it does come in a nursery pot. Now, I have to say one thing about big box stores or nursery stores or anywhere you get your flowers from. Be careful from the bugs. Just be careful from the bugs. So this is what it looks like in this nursery pot here. Like I said, I'm going to be using these pots for something else. This is what it looks like. Definitely needs to be repotted over. I don't like this type of moss in my plants because all it does is just keep the moisture too long. And yeah, that's what happens. Get that moldy on top. I don't think that's vermiculite. So let's pull that out. We're pulling all that out. I don't want that yet. It's not vermiculite. So we're just pulling all of it out at the top. And keep your tags for new beginners. They want to know how we remember all the stuff that we have. I've been gardening for 3 years, and I just starting to learn all the things I have, and remembering the names to them. So yeah, so just keep your little tags like this on it. The other tags you don't have to keep on your trees. You can just put those up. But these you keep on, so you'll know that says a kumquat. Oops, sorry, kumquat. So let's massage her a little bit. Just squeezing her on the sides. It's gonna help me get the tree out. I've been looking for this tree for 2 years, guys. I mean, it's always been sold out for this kumquat. Needy kumquat comes from China. They're edible. The whole thing is edible. The peel and everything is edible for this plant here. All right, and this is what I wanted. So let's see if we can. And I like to push my finger in the holes. Holes at the bottom. So we have 4 holes at the bottom, and then you have 2 holes, 1 on each side. Watch out because these are thorny. That's what I'm trying to do. Is just be careful. You have those thorns on there. So yeah, yeah. Be careful. Just be careful. Okay. This thing is definitely worked in there. I see this big gut. I gotta work on that. I'll work on it when I'm ready to work on it. But right now, oh gosh, why isn't it? There we go. So loosening. There we go. I think it's like she's stuck. There we go. Let's get her out of there. Whoa! Look at that, baby. You see those roots? That's what you're looking for. Beautiful. Nice roots. Okay. And we're just going to muscle her down in here. Okay. Just muscle her down. And once you're doing it, push the soil and everything to the sides. Nice little towel. There we go. It's not gonna hurt if we break the roots off some of it. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt. Right? It's not gonna hurt at all. Oops. Some of the roots out. I'm gonna keep all of this soil as much as possible that they put in here. It feels like it's nothing but a little bit of soil and a lot of moss. If you could see that. Lots of moss. Okay. So, push her down in here like this. Make sure she's in the middle. Let's take this tag off for a moment. Okay. All right. And yeah, she's okay. So push it down just a little. Okay. Because you want the bottom. You want this one. Wait, let me show you. You want this part here to stay above the dirt, the soil, whatever you're gonna use, all right? So we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna backfill it and pull the plant up as much as possible just so that part can stay out of the soil. And there we go, so. All right, guys, we're back over here in the compost pile. So we're just going to put some more soil in here. Well, compost in here. Okay. Try not to get any of this mint in here because this mint is very invasive. And like I said, I did not know that I had mint in here. I thought I threw all of it out, but no. Mint, mint, no. More worms, I love it. The more worms I see, the better. I know my compost is lovely. When I see more worms and worms and worms, I'm in love with it because that means I've been doing a great job on my compost. And this compost, like I said, it's been going on for 2 years. 2 years. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that we learned about compost. That whatever does not grow, it will just stick, it will just pop up from the compost. And I'm loving that I'm seeing all these worms. I'm just loving that fact, guys. I'm just loving to see the worms. So that means that my compost is good. The worms love it. I love it. So right now I'm just filling everything. I'm just filling it up, and then we're gonna go back and sit down and fix it up and get all this mint that I can see out of here. And more worms. And you know what? We're gonna keep those worms. So let's go back over and sit down, guys. All right, guys. So as you guys can see, I filled her up, and I don't see the bottom of her. So yes, I do right there. Perfect. I filled her up, and we found more worms in there, guys. What's that? Baby. Look at that worm. There's a worm on top of there, if you guys can see him. There's a worm in there. So we're gonna cover him up, let him do him. And we just want to make sure that that dirt stays above that node, right? Just gonna pack her in there, and then we are gonna punch holes in here just to make sure that it drains well too, okay? So that is one right there, and that is my newbie kumquat, all right? So I'm just gonna put the tag back on her, put her at the bottom. Put her clothes back on, as we call her name tag. So there we go. And leave her some to grow a little bit, all right? So that there she goes. She is packed in there and ready to go. All right, and these will be sitting on my front porch. All right, because they're not going to grow any fruit or anything, so I don't have to worry about protecting them right now. If they do grow any fruit, I'm not going to save the fruit this year. These going to be popped off. I'm looking for growth and healthiness right now. Like I said, with my new plants, I look for growth and healthiness. And that's what I'm looking for with these plants right now. So that is the kumquat. All right. We do have another one that we're going to do the same thing to, and I'll be back with that when I'm ready to repot it. Okay. Alright guys, so I backfilled the 3-in-1 tree, and I see worms all up on the top, which we love to see that. Okay, those are our best friends. So I'll just work around them. I am messing with them in their home. So I just push them down. I just push them down. So now be very careful with this plant, especially when they're young. So there are thorns everywhere, right? Some stuff. Making sure there's no mint trying to grow. There. Alright, and then we're just going to push her down. I want to make sure that she is sitting the way we want her to sit. Okay. Now, we're doing the pushing down because, remember, we want the air in there. Okay, so I think she's beautiful. And we're just going to add some more soil in here. I think she needs more soil. And then, I can still see her root. So, we're going to put more compost in here. I'm sorry, not soil, compost. And then we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we finished filling her. Let's take out this extra green compost. I'll leave in there. I'll leave that in there. Okay, so this one we definitely going to put the stick back in. Alright, I just love seeing the worms. Alright, so that one's good. Okay, now she's filled in, and I don't think I'm going to put a stick on her. She looks good. I'm just popping off honey or something. I'm just popping these ones off that I don't like to look at too much. Okay. She is standing tall, so I'll give her that. She looks good too. So, okay, so let's pop some holes into this trash bag. And so what we're gonna do is just take this skewer that they had already with the tag on it. As you see, there's a point, and we'll pop holes in here. Just pop the holes. Pop holes everywhere, so you get you some good drainage. And that's all I'm doing, is popping holes everywhere. Some good drainage, okay? Because this is a plastic bag that we're using. So we want to make sure that citrus likes sun, and they do like their water, but they don't like their feet to be wet. So this is why I'm popping so many holes in here. Citrus does not like their feet to be wet, if you guys didn't know that, all right? Now apples, oranges, pears, I'm sorry, it's a citrus. Apples, pears, and things like that loves water, and their feet, they like their feet to be kind of wet. Not soaking wet, but kind of wet. Citrus does not like their feet to be wet at all, so we want to make sure that their feet doesn't get wet. Okay. And just popping holes in here. Of course, I'm going to lift the bottom and pop holes in the bottom. Put some holes at the bottom. 3 holes at the bottom. Okay. So I think I got enough holes in here. And then we are going to put the tag back in here. And just stick it on the side there. There we go. So just stick it right there in the back of her. So she does need to lean a little bit. She can lean. Right? So, but she doesn't need to lean. that. So there she goes. All right, then we're going to do the other one like that, and then we're going to take them out in the front. And guys, I'm going to give you a front garden tour of our flowers, plants, and also the vegetables that are growing out in the front. All right, guys, so this is the area right here in the front that I'm going to have my trees on. I'm thinking about just moving these babies back here in the sun, turning it around, because I really don't want people seeing what I have. All right, so that's what we'll do right there. This side of the garden, we have collard greens and kale, and then we have our corn back here growing. So I'm gonna take you in here and show you everything. But just want to give you a main tour. Right, turn over, look over right quick. As you guys seen, I did use my tool in here. I gotta fix that side. But look at my hostas, guys. Look at my hostas. Beautiful. I love them. One's already got a bud on there. I had one with a bud already. I dug that one up and gave it to my daughter so she could have something on her other side of her garden. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful, guys? We're going to go down the inside there, too. Look at my lilies. These are growing up so nicely. My orange rose bush that I absolutely fell in love with. Beautiful. Right? Alright. And then we have some hydrangea right here. That's the hydrangea. And then that's going to be my hibiscus. I can start to see some buds on there, so I'm happy for that. And we'll go in there to see that. Some more lilies. This lily is huge. Alright, so we're going to go in there and check that out. And then my blue irises are coming up, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. But we're going to go in there. They're down there. We're going to check those out, too. So everything is coming up nicely. Now, this 4 o'clock one here, bush here, as you can see, it has blooms on it already coming out. This 4 o'clock has the blooms, but nothing budded out yet. But it has blooms, so it looks nice. That cabbage, what is that? That's greens. That's greens in the bucket down there. And then I'm going to have to move these baskets today as I see they're reaching. And then we do have some Brussels sprouts along the side. So these 3 are Brussels sprouts here. There's 2 over there, and then there's 1 over there on that side there. So let's go into this garden over here. And yes, I keep everything locked up. This is a way of keeping the cats and the... As you guys see, I just have some wood, and then I put some of these screw hooks in there. It's to keep the cats and squirrels and dogs and people in general out. Okay? So, let's go in here. I'll save me a little space down in here so I can walk around and be able to harvest, prune, clean up, or whatever. So back here, guys, is my corn. And I'm excited. Look at the corn. It's growing up nicely. And this is the peaches and cream corn that I did harvest last year. So I'm regrowing my harvested seeds so we can get down dirty and everywhere. So see, look at that. That is all my corn back there. I'm excited for the corn this year. So, yeah. Right, so I'm really excited for the corn this year. And then I put this trellis up over here. I put this trellis up just so when my corn decides it wants to start leaning, it could just lean on the trellis. All right, so we did that, guys. I'm so excited for that. And let's see what else. So we'll keep it like this. All right, so anyway, down here I have some spinach down in here. You guys can see the spinach is looking marvelous. And then I have this prism kale, and this prism kale looks so good. I cannot wait to eat this prism kale. It looks so good. Trying to fix this. There we go. That prism kale looks really good, nice and healthy. Nothing eaten off of, so the tool actually works. Does a great job. The tool does a great job All right, guys. And then in here, down here, it's black, what's that? Black beauty eggplant. There's my dogs. Let's just check her out. See what she's doing. Let's see what she's doing. Oh, she's not doing too well. Oh, she looks so much better. She might be so hot. I'm going to have to just take this off now. I think it's too hot now. I am going to be out here watering, so we'll have to check that out. So I think she's too hot. I'm not sure. So I don't know if she's going to survive. I'm going to have to put some water down on here and keep that plastic off now. I think it's hot enough and warm enough to keep the plastic off now. She just shriveled a little bit. So we're going to see. Hey, babe. So we're going to see. We're just going to replant her over. Or we're just going to try for like a week and see how she does. Pop back up. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Poor little thing. So, all right. So we're going to move over here into this section here. And all I did was cut some hula hoops in half and just stuck them down from my hoops and put some tulle over, as you see. And this is so beautiful. So we're going to take the stick off and we're going to check her out. Let's get down in here. Oh, boy. Look at that. Just gorgeousness. I'm going to take this leaf off and this one off. Yeah, we'll keep that one probably. This one's going to definitely come off and this one's going to come off. But look how gorgeous it is in there, guys. Right. So these are my collard greens. And then back here, this is the kale. And that's either dinosaur kale, you call it dinosaur kale, or lamanaso kale. And you go all the way down there. So these are ready to be harvested. So I'll harvest these on my next days off. Look how nice that is. So yeah, let's prune this one. Let's get that one out. And then we're going to take this one out. Yeah, we don't want any. This is why I tooled it up, because I don't want any bugs getting in here. Look at that. And then you see that one that's just not no good. So we're going to pull that one out too. All right. So that's what I've been doing, is just pruning them back, making sure no bugs get into as much as I can do my part, because I want food this year. Like I said, I'm more so on my vegetables. I mean, my fruit, but I still want my vegetables, you know? So that's what that one looks like, that bed looks like. And we'll put the stick down after I'm finished. So make sure that stays on. And then on the side here, I got some more tulle and hula hoops. Here on this side here, that's one baby down there. That's my baby. I'm babying my peppers right now. So all these peppers in here, except with the exception of one, I grew from seed. So yeah. That's one, and this is the green bell pepper. Okay, so we're just going to cover her up. And then this one is, let's see, the California Wonder green bell peppers. I think these are the ones that different colors or something, or it might be this one over here. I'm not certain. But they are grown from seed. You guys can see. There she is. You guys can see. All right. And then this one here, I just purchased yesterday from Tractor Supply. And that is the banana peppers. So they came with like 2.5. It was a small baby one in there. So I kept that one. That one's growing now. But I have 2 of them down there. So those are my peppers there, guys. All the peppers. Collard greens and kale. Corn. Kale. Those are the prism kales. Some lettuce. And then I do have my black beauty down here. I'm going to throw some water on here because that's what it needs. All right. So we're going to go head over to the other side of the garden, which is the flowers and plants. Alright, so now we're gonna go on the other side of the garden here. And as I do have my rose bush too. And I have rose. I didn't even notice. Then I have one all the way in the far back over there also. Alright guys, so this is gonna be my fern. She will grow back. I don't know how that got in there. But she will grow back, so we're gonna keep her and move her right now, okay? We're just moving the plant so we can get on the other side. Okay, and also with this side, I did the same thing with the wood and the screw hooks. And then I put this little plaque right here because I don't want anything getting into it, and I didn't want them crawling down in here where I couldn't tighten it up at. So if they think they're going to get in here, they're going to feel how loose it is. So, yeah. Just going to pull this apart. Listen, this is the way I protect my stuff. Figure out a way to... This is good protection. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, so as you guys are looking at the Brussels sprouts down in there, I'm just trying to get there. All right. I couldn't even get in myself. So, okay. So as we enter in, these are my Brussels sprouts here. In there. So I'm going to be taking these cans off today just to let them, if they reach the top. So that one reached the top. This one didn't reach the top yet, so I'm going to let this one stay. I'm going to pull that one off. This is my rose bush. I have two over here. So I have a small one here that I repotted from over there on the other side 2 years ago, what my boyfriend did. We're going to get down and dirty in here. Okay, guys, so there's more Brussels sprouts here, there, and then there. That's a Brussels sprout. Okay, and then the rest of these are my collard greens, I think, or cabbages. Is that cabbage? Collard greens, yeah. So these are the collard greens here, there, and it looks like I'm going to have to put two over here also, so I'm going to have to find a way so that the two could stand up over here and to go over. So that's what I've been thinking for a couple days anyway, because I do see one leaf with a hole in it, so yeah. But that's some more collard greens there. And then if we look over here at these most marvelous looking creatures here, I'm just in love at the variegation. Every leaf has a different variegation on it, and I absolutely love it. It looks like they've been painted on. A Picasso, as we could say. Look how beautiful it is. They just look like they've been painted on. Don't it? Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I love it. This was just one plant, guys, that I bought from Walmart 2 years ago or last year, I'm not sure. And all I did was take it apart gently and just stuck bulbs. I'm just planting them everywhere because I wanted them all around here, all around the base of my rose bush. All right, and they are absolutely taking over like I wanted them to take over. Gorgeousness. I mean, I just love the variegations on these leaves. They're just absolutely gorgeous, like a Picasso, like they painted. You know, so yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. And as we get to this middle section here, I don't know why she's not changing, but she's the only one that didn't change. Everybody else changed. So maybe this is just a regular one. I'm not sure if I had two of them, but yeah, this is what this looks like. Just a regular one. And it's all right with me because it's different from all the other ones. Look how beautiful these things are. Just absolutely gorgeous. And then I was talking about these 4 o'clock bushes. These are absolutely gorgeous. The buds are everywhere on these bushes. But like I said, once a really good rain gets to them and they have budded all out, you won't see any more buds for the rest of the year. I'm not sure if it's just in my area or that's just how they grow. So I definitely still have to do more research. I keep saying I'm going to do research. I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to definitely do some research upon these 4 o'clock plants, bushes, but I absolutely love them. They're absolutely beautiful though when they do grow out. Look at that one with the pink on it. All right, and in the middle, because I had some space in the middle, I just added another collard green there. Let's go over here, and these big beauties are my lilies. Look how gorgeous. These have like what do you call those, bulbs at the bottom? Listen, every year they grow back and get taller and taller and taller. And watch, these will probably be reaching over the fence line because these things get huge. They really get huge over the summer. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. So I have some of those. And then, guys, remember I said I was going to show you my blue irises. They're not popped, I mean, they're popped up. I'm just watching that wasp down over here on the side, and that's why I'm reaching over. So they're popped up on the ground down there. So those are my blue irises that are coming out. I can't wait to see those. And I'm going to back it up a little bit. Right, guys, so this is what everything looks like back here. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely, that hydrangea is beautiful. It's coming out. Now, like I said, that is my hibiscus. She's finally putting out something. I'm happy. All in the middle there. I'm happy for her. And this is my gorgeous, gorgeous orange rose. This beautiful orange rose, guys. She's beautiful in the summertime. Look how glossy these leaves look. So yeah, that's what everything is looking like. Gotta get the trash out of here, that blue in here. Look at there, guys. Look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. And this puts off like a purple bloom, a light purple bloom. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's what that looks like. And then there's a Brussels sprout back there. 2 Brussels sprouts back there. That's under the things back there. So yeah. And you see that big plastic, yellow plastic under those buckets? I put those there because I didn't want them growing in the ground like this one. That's why it's taking its time growing, because it was in the ground. I had to pull it out. But as you guys can see, she does have some grow in there. Right in there. And that's all from her. So I'm happy. And then we can get a little closer so we can see those. I don't know if you guys can see them, but there we go. That's what we're looking at. Those are my blue irises that are coming up. I got those from Michigan Bub. There we go. See those? That's all in the middle there, guys. Got them from Michigan Bub. And they just prolific. They grow and grow and grow. I don't care how many times you pull those bulbs. There's more bulbs in it to be had. So that's what that looks like in there. So that's what everything looks like, guys. I hope you enjoy this tour. So let's get out of here first. Let me talk to you for a little bit. So that's what everything looks like around here. So never let anyone say you can't grow, because this is my space. A little space. All that food in one little space, as you guys can see. You see how small that space is? This is a 5x5 bed that I broke into all. I put 8 beds in here in a 5x5 bed. That tells you right there. Right? So never let anyone say you can't grow. It's a 5x5 bed, like I said, and I put 8 beds in here. From the outside, that's what she looks like. See, y'all, there's nothing. That's small space. So that tells you can grow a lot. I'm growing a lot in this space. I haven't measured this space out yet, but as you guys can see, it's not that big. Okay? And that's what I'm doing in this space here. My flowers over here. Got a little bit of vegetables, but I definitely wanted some flowers. And my rose bush, I had this rose bush for a good 12 years now. A good 12 years, and she is still putting out blooms, as you guys can see. She's still putting those blooms out. Yeah. As you guys can see, she's still putting them out. She does need to be pruned down a little bit, but she's okay. I'm gonna just leave her like that for now. Yeah. So that's what she looks like. All right, guys. Absolutely love, 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 love how everything turned out. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my tour of everything that I have here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour that I have. And remember, you always can grow in small spaces. Never let anyone tell you that you can't grow in small spaces. As you guys can see, I live in a community. I got permission to grow in my little space that I have. And that's what I'm doing. Growing in my little small space. As you guys can see, that's small. That's nothing. So, and then in the back is my little trees, as you see. So this is my little forest back there. But my orchard, put it that way. So as you guys can see, small spaces you can grow a whole lot. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Always grow in small spaces if you have it. Grow where you can plant. All right? And always feed your garden what your garden feeds you. All right? And remember, let's grow together so we can eat together.